G'day everybody. I'm trying to work out how to go live and stream live, and I can't see chat, and I've got a stupid symbol in my corner. Here we go. I'm just moving things. Well, don't want that. I don't know what I'm doing. Chat. Let's look at. I'm trying to do settings. I'm streaming on my phone, and I've never streamed on my phone before. Totally new. There we go. Chat pops up on the screen. Okay. How are you, mate? Good to see you. Hey, Michael. All right. So, yeah. G'day, Lisa. Can you guys hear me and see me okay? Because I've never live streamed on the phone before, and I've got to try to remember where the camera is and if the audio works and stuff like that. So, let's do it like this. All right, there we go. So 5x5, thanks, mate. Much appreciated. All right, I don't know how I'm going to do this. How I'm going to look at you guys and talk, and also show. I'm pointing at my phone. Point, cook down here. Let's see what happens. So, what I'm trying to do is, I'm making fried rice for the kids, but I need to do a bit of prep, so I'll be really quick. So, I've just got to chop up some bacon. I think that's the camera there. I'm going to be looking at myself on the camera, on the phone all the time. It's so annoying. So how about I turn the camera that way, and then I'm going to squat down. My knees are so bent right now, and I'm going to chop up my bacon for the fried rice. Now, I've got to wear glasses to read chat, but I can't see chat from this distance with these glasses. Oh, okay, and chat disappears too after a few seconds. Oh, man. So if I miss all your messages, I'm really sorry. I'm totally new to streaming on a phone device thing. It's weird. Oh, there's chat again. Lisa saying welcome. G'day, everybody. Now, I've got to get this done within an hour because we've got stuff to do in an hour and I have to be gone by then. Hopefully, I won't keep it that long. So all I'm doing is I'm chopping up bacon. We like to do onion and bacon in our fried rice. And then what I'll do is I'll cook eggs and I'll have frozen peas. And I do the frozen peas and the eggs separate because a lot of people either like this, like that, don't like this, don't like that. So that way, I can please everybody by having the peas and the eggs separate. Super duper, g'day! Like I said last time, I love that name. So, super duper, welcome. And anyone else that's just turning up, welcome. I'm making fried rice for the kids. So, I'm totally spur of the moment live streaming it on my phone for you. I've never used my phone to live stream before, so it's a total new one on me. So just cutting up the bacon, trying to do it as fast as I can. Now with the bacon, I just cut it into very big chunks because everyone loves to get big chunks of bacon in their fried rice. Hey, that's blue. I think I just saw blue. Chat keeps on disappearing on me, so I keep on missing people. So I do apologise if I miss you. Okay, so now I've got some onions that I started to prepare. Hey Blue, I did see you. So I'm just going to chop up these onions very quickly. And can you see them? Yeah, you can see them. So what I do is I just chop them roughly like this. And then I've got a chopping machine that I'm going to drop them into. And then the chopping machine just obliterate it. And then that way, the kids that don't really like onion are not really going to stress out too much about it being in the rice because it's chopped up pretty small by this manual chopping machine that I have. So just getting onions chopped, quite a few onions. I really like to flavour up the rice with bacon and onion. Michael's Adventures, thumbs up, mate. Thank you very much. And there we go, on to the last one. Going to spin around to the drawer and get the chopping device. This is it. So it's got a blade in here. Well, a couple of blades, or four blades actually. Now it's the weekend here, Saturday afternoon, so you're probably going to hear kids, and you're probably going to hear the lorikeet. We've got a rainbow lorikeet outside the door, and he can hear me, so he's trying to get attention. So yeah, what I'm doing here is chopping up that onion, nice and small like that. That's the first batch done. And I'll just get that into a bowl. Thank you very much too, by the way, to everybody in the USA, Canada region for being here. I know it's very late where you are. And Blue's in the UK, so it's early morning for Blue. I would say, oh gee, I don't know, with daylight savings and everything, I'm guessing for Blue it's probably around 6 a.m. Blue. Help me out here, my friend. Oh, sorry. I should probably put the blade in. It doesn't chop without a blade. The joys of rushing and being live. And Blue's just waking up. Oh, Barb. Hey, Barb. And Barb's saying that it looks like I might be buffering. Zupa Zupa. Zupa Duper, this is actually the Kmart one. Kmart Australia. Any Aussies watching? This is really cool. Yeah, cheapy from Kmart. I think they do 2 sizes. They do have them on Amazon. So by all means, if you like them, if you wouldn't mind, you can always go through one of my videos. I have Amazon links to products. And if you go to Amazon and actually buy a product, I get a commission. Doesn't affect the price at all. Such an infomercial. But yeah, if you were to buy something like this and went through my Amazon link, I do appreciate it because, yeah, it helps me pay the bills and do all this sort of stuff. It's really cool. So yeah, I need to chop the rest of this onion. So everybody's saying g'day while I'm trying to get that blade put in properly. There we go. I'm just... Hey, Joe Serrano's here. Joe, I missed your message, but I'm seeing Lisa saying g'day to you, Joe. So, yeah, g'day, Joe. Thanks, Super Duper. Yeah, so for anyone that's come in, I'm streaming on the mobile phone, which I've never done before, and it took me forever to work it out. I was actually in YouTube Studio trying to work it out, and I couldn't find it, and then eventually worked out I had to actually go to YouTube and do it from YouTube. All right, so what I'll do is I'm going to get the wok started just to get really hot, because with stir fries and fried rice, sorry, I've got the reading glasses on and I can't read the knobs on the oven. Hey, Rena, g'day from Colorado. Hope you're well, Rena. Okay, I'm just having an issue lighting the stove. So what happened is, if you look down here, I've got a wok ring just there. And when I had the wok on top, I did the wok ring under the wok, but then what's happened is there's not enough air for the flame to light, so I just had to move the wok off. All right, whoa, I can smell gas. Whoa. And I'm not talking about my curry I had last night either. Oh, man. All right, I'm just going to put the exhaust fan on. Sorry for the noise. Oh, man. Hey, Dark Lord Bennett. G'day, Stephen. You cook food professionally or no? Stephen, no. I used to be a qualified chef. I went through an apprenticeship and I was qualified and worked for years as a qualified chef. Don't do it anymore. So pretty much everything's from memory, and yeah, so no, I don't work as a chef anymore. And yes, I am qualified. Okay, the gas should be gone. Let's try that again. There we go. Wok back onto the hot flame. All right, so while that's happening, I'm just going to tilt up the camera for a bit. Hey, g'day, Ra. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. I still need to chop my spring onion, fresh from the garden. Look at that beauty. Or green onion, as my friends say overseas. So yeah, just went and got that from the garden just before. So it's going to give this a quick chop. So stick with me. Okay, should I turn that? No, I can leave the camera. Barb's wok ring. Yes, very cool. Oh, Lisa, not professional at all, man. Watch me fumble around here while I'm live. So thanks very much, everybody, for turning up. Really appreciate it. I know it's late for my friends in the USA part of the world. What was I going to say? With spring onions, green onions, some people use green, some people use all of it, some people only prefer the white part. I use all of it. Joe's smelling gas, or potato. So with spring onions, especially with Asian food, what I love to do is, if I break one off, when you're slicing it, slice it on an angle. And then that way you get long, sort of almost like a diamond type shape slices, and they look really good in Asian food. So yeah, I'm just going to do it really quickly and really roughly, because I'm going to try and get this done while you guys are watching. Wow, I've never chopped them this rough before, but you know what? That's how it is. So yeah, just get in the green onions. For anyone that's come in late, I'm making a basic fried rice for my kids. It's going to be a bacon and onion type of fried rice. And then I'm going to cook egg and frozen garden peas separate. And then people can add those as they want. And then that way it suits everybody. All right, so let's show you. There you go. There's the green onions or spring onions, all chopped. And you might be able to see, man, it's a bit embarrassing. They're not perfect, but see there how it's kind of like on an angle? It looks really cool in Asian foods. All right, so I've got that done. Now, the biggest tip I can give you is, sorry, I'm just trying to find places where to put things. The biggest tip I can give you is use long grain rice and cook it the day before. Get it into the fridge. You can separate it slightly with a fork. Get it in the fridge and leave it in the fridge overnight, and use day-old long grain rice for fried rice. It's so much better. Jace, hey, Danny's here. G'day, Danny. Jace, did you see the members only video where I met Sandra the other day? If you haven't, Jace and any other members here, go back into my channel to the members only videos. And I actually met Sandra, one of my members. I keep on looking over here, the camera's there. I worked up the courage and met Sandra as she came through town the other day, and we exchanged gifts. So I gave her a mulberry tree and one of my jams, and she gave me some frozen blackberries and some beans from the garden and this beautiful long pepper, or capsicum as we say here, which I've collected the seeds from. So here we go. Here's one of the trays of the rice. So as you can see, cooked the day before, and it's nice and loose. That's not going to be sticky and make a big mess in the wok. So forgive me, everyone, for not looking at the camera and looking at the phone screen. I'm just not used to this. Okay. Thank you very much, Lisa. All right, so what we'll do is I'm just going to crack some eggs into a bowl, and then man, pressure. Like, I've cooked a la carte before, like on the line under pressure, but cooking live like this is it's a bit nervy, I'm telling you. With eggs, another tip I have to give you is always crack your eggs separately into a dish. Then pop that into your final dish. Don't crack multiple eggs into your container. If one of these eggs is off, you've stuffed the whole lot. You've ruined the whole lot. So crack eggs separately, add them one by one to your final container, and then whisk them all up and do whatever you're going to do with them. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just cracking them one by one. Whoops, bit of shell. Can't have a bit of shell in there. I'm under pressure here. I can't get it with my finger. Let's get that bit of shell. Got it. So can you see what I'm doing? You can see what I'm doing. So yeah, just the old chef skills, cracking eggs with one hand. Man, back in the day when I was an apprentice, we used to get some crappy jobs, and one of the crappy jobs was cracking, I was going to say hundreds, thousands of eggs, just cracking them and putting them aside to be used later in different things. So I'm doing a dozen eggs here. These are all farm fresh eggs from the girls in the backyard. So gotta love farm fresh eggs. All right, so let me get rid of this. Need to wipe my hands. Apologies, chat, if I'm missing chat so much. I can't read it from the distance I'm away from the phone. So the whole time that's been happening, the wok's been on and the wok's been heating up. So there's the eggs for the fried rice for later. So I'm just going to season the eggs with a bit of salt, like so. And I've got ground black pepper here, and I put, oh, super duper, thank you so much. Oh, thank you. I've just seen a notification for $5. Thank you so much. That is sensational. I'd give you a taste, but you're probably a bit too far from here to taste it. So pepper, super duper, thank you so much. You totally threw me off there. I was not prepared for that. Thank you. Yeah, so this is the eggs for later. So if you can see there, I'm trying to show you, this is so difficult. Pepper and salt, thank you very much. So I'm just going to whisk these up and put them aside. There we go. And these will get cooked very last. So there we go. That's the eggs done. Nothing else, just salt and pepper to season it. All right, now you might be able to see in the background here, right there, I've got my ingredients ready to go, because with stir fries and fried rice, you really want to get stuck in at a high heat, highest possible heat, and just bang, 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 you don't stop. So here we go. It's nice and hot. I'm looking for an oven glove. And actually, I'll use one of these. No, I don't want to use that. Here I am. I'm going to use these to hold the wok. Chopsticks. Yep, got the chopsticks. Sorry, I'm just going to my drawer to get the chopsticks. There you go. They're not a batching pair, but gotta love the chopsticks. All right, so the wok. Let's turn this down a little bit for you guys to be able to see. There we go. You can now. Sorry if I don't squat. This is all, again, I should have maybe put the phone up higher. Maybe I can do that now and not jinx myself. let's put on a bit more light. There we go. There's a bit more light. All right. So how's that, guys? Can you now see? You don't want to see my ugly mug. You want to see the rice cooking. So let's focus more on the wok. There we go. So you can see. Oh, Lisa, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh man, guys, this is awesome. Thank you so much. As you can see, the wok has started to go that silver color in there. That means it's getting really hot. Now my wok's seasoned, which means basically when I first got it, I put hot oil into the wok and I burnt it. I got it so hot and did that a few times, and that causes a non-stick coating. Then as you use the wok over time, it's going to season as you use it. So now the wok is pretty much non-stick. Joe learned to eat ramen with chopsticks, but fried rice chopsticks as well. Yes. Okay, so it's ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get vegetable oil, not olive oil. You don't want olive oil for the flavor and you don't want it to burn and all that sort of stuff. I've just got vegetable oil and I'm just going to throw a splash in. Now you're going to see this smoke, probably blue smoke straight away. It's so ready. Let's put a little bit more in. And then, as I always do in my videos, I swirl the oil around. The oil not only heats up faster, but it also just helps to make sure you've got that non-stick coating down the bottom. So, all right, I'm going to have to put the exhaust fan on because I'm going to set off the smoke alarms. Very sorry for the noise, guys. Let me know in chat if the exhaust fan is too loud. All right, so let's get the bacon in. And there we go, bacon in. Now, unfortunately, my gas jet is a Wok gas jet, but it's not as big as I'd like it to be. So this bacon is actually going to cool down the wok and it'll probably start to release a bit of liquid, but I'll just keep on cooking that out. That's fine. All right, I'm missing out in chat. Sesame oil. Blue's talking about sesame oil. I'll be adding sesame oil later, but you don't want it to burn, so I'll put that in as an aromatic. I think I saw Bush Edge Homestead. I'm pretty sure I saw her name. G'day and welcome. Just making some fried rice for the kids and thought I'd live stream it for everybody. Live streaming on my phone for the first time. I'm not a phone person. I don't really use the phone. And it is Bush Edge Homestead Australia. G'day, I thought I saw you. I'm very much a PC person. I have my computer. Suburban Hillbilly, g'day to you. I'm very much a PC person and I've got experience streaming video games and stuff with my PC and all the setup. So when it comes to the phone, I struggled. For those that came in late, I actually couldn't get the stream going because I was in YouTube Studio and I didn't know that you actually have to go into YouTube itself and go from there, but I got it worked out. And I keep on looking at the phone over there instead of looking at the camera. I'm sorry. That's why recording videos is so much easier instead of doing live, because you can edit all the stuff out. Yeah, 1:20 a.m. I'm so sorry. I know it's so late for a lot of you overseas. I really apologise. But I just thought, spur of the moment, you know what? I'm cooking for the kids. Let's just do this. And for anyone that doesn't know, Blue is actually a chef. Sorry, I was about to cough. Excuse me. For anyone that isn't aware, Blue's Self-Reliance is actually a chef, and Blue has a great knowledge of food. So not only should you go and check out Blue's channel, please, but also you can pretty much take everything Blue says as good to go, because Blue's got more than enough experience to know what she's talking about. So honestly, if I was making a video, I would cut this bacon smaller for presentation, and I wouldn't put it all in. I'd cook it in 2 lots, that way it cooks better. But this is pretty much us here for the kids, as real as you can get it, really. The gas jet turned off. I was wondering what was going on. I've got to turn the gas back on. There we go. I recommend, when cooking with the wok, have the gas turned on. You'd be amazed how much heat actually helps things cook. Alright, so now that I've got it cooking again, okay, oops, I know, right? I think I just saw Ariella. I'm pretty sure, Ariel, I think I saw you. I'm sorry, everyone, if I'm missing you in chat. Yes, Lisa's saying hello. So. Well, how about that? You get a bit of heat and things actually cook. Sorry, camera's there, right there. Hello, camera. I'm sorry for not looking at you and looking over here. But chat's over here, by the way, so forgive me. Sorry. Little kids, I'm so sorry for scaring you right now. I apologise. Alright, so we've got the bacon in there. That's looking good, so I'm just going to make a gap in the middle. And I'm not going to put any oil because I've got the fat from the bacon in there. So let's get that onion from my chopping machine. Speaking of chopping machine, I've got a second lot here. There we go. It's funny because I was saying how I chopped the onion in this machine to get it really small, so because the kids aren't really keen on it. But then look how much I put in. I actually loaded in there. Someone asked about the bacon. This is a shortcut bacon, so it's pretty much a normal traditional cured bacon that we have here in Australia, with the tail and the fat cut off it, and it's just the first big round like eye part of it. Alright, just need to wash my hands, 1 second. So, I should probably give that a stir, shouldn't I? So, a bit of onion peel in there. The flame's gone out again. I swear, this never happens when I cook normally. Okay, the flame's back on. I swear, I could do 100 cooking videos and maybe the gas bottle runs out on me. But actually, no, the flame has gone out in a couple of my cooking videos. So yeah, it's not the first time. M&A Mystery Tools is here. G'day to you. Very late for you over there. Mimi's Dishes here. G'day, Rhonda. Jan's here. G'day, Jan. Sorry if I missed somebody in chat. Trying to do this and look at that and get used to streaming on a phone. For anyone coming late, this is my first time streaming on a phone. Alright, so now I'm just waiting for the heat to come back again because the flame went out, and that's twice now. So really, under maximum flame, this should already just about be ready to go to add the rice. So I'm a little bit behind now. Just going to move it around. Move it around the wok a bit. The hottest part of the wok is this middle section here, and then the heat dies off as it spreads out and goes up the wok. But I'm just spreading it out around the sides a little bit to try and get the heat and the ingredients spread out a little bit. I hope everyone's well. Lisa Yogi Hollow Farm was live earlier, and she had a really cool guest on tonight. So maybe later on, if you have something that you'd like to do, go check out Lisa's channel at Yogi Hollow Farm and check out Lisa's replay of the live stream for today. It was pretty cool. All right. So, yeah, you've got to love it when you go live and things happen like the gas turns off on you. Can I scroll chat back? I can. South SA Girl, originally a great place. Check the gas again. Cool. So, yeah, I just realised that I can actually put my finger on the phone screen and scroll back. That's cool. Yeah, so awesome. So, yeah, look, the purpose of this part is to cook the bacon and the onion, and I do apologise that it's gone on longer than it should, but I wasn't expecting the gas to turn off on me twice. Anybody coming in late? I'm just making fried rice for the kids. My wife's away for the day, so it's up to me to cook. So I'm trying to make a bacon and onion basic fried rice for the kids, and then what will happen excuse me, is I'm going to cook egg and garden peas separate, and that way people can add what they want, because some people like things, some people don't. G'day Annette, good to see you, thanks for being here. Yeah, so for anyone coming in late, that's pretty much the situation. So yeah, look, this onion and bacon, realistically, the bacon should be a bit more cooked off. No, well, Blue, the ring is blocking some of the air, it is true, but the ring has actually got the holes and stuff in the side to let the air in. I think what's happening is I'm bashing the actual gas jet, the thing that shoots the gas out. I'm bashing it with the wok because I'm not really paying attention, and I think it's like killing the connection somehow. So yeah, I cook with the wok ring 100% of the time with the wok, and it's never an issue. You know what, I've just realised? The wok ring's upside down, everybody. Blue, you're so right. I was suffocating the flame because I had the ring the wrong way around. Gotta love being live. I tell you what, cooking live, I don't know about this. I tell you what, that would have been edited. Actually, no, it wouldn't have been edited out if it was a video, but I would have paid more attention. I could take my time more, I guess. All right, you know what? I'm going to add the rice now. The bacon is cooked okay, and the onions actually sweated down, and it is. The onion is starting to go transparent, and oh man, yeah, that's exactly right. Stuff does happen, Jan. So, don't you love the combination of onion and bacon? The smell and the taste is just fantastic. All right, so now that I've got the wok ring the right way, let's get the rice in. Now, I'm cooking a massive quantity. I highly recommend that you only cook half of this amount at a time, so you're not cooling down the wok and everything cooks at a high heat. But I need to cook for 9 people, and I only want to do it once, so this is how I'm doing it. Now, for anyone that come in late, my biggest tip that I can give you is to use white long grain rice, cook it the day before. You can loosen it a little bit with a fork, spread it out on a tray, pop it in the fridge and keep it in the fridge overnight. And then when you're ready to go the next day, just get in there with your clean fingers and break up any lumps. This way, you're not going to have soggy rice in your fried rice. Love it. Sorry if I missed a whole bunch of chat just then. In goes the rice. As I said, I really recommend don't go putting massive quantities all at once like I'm doing. You want to try and retain a lot of heat by cooking in smaller quantities. All right, rice is in. Give this a quick stir. Thank you so much to the moderating team for being here tonight and today and moderating. Thank you. Whoops, I just flung rice halfway across the kitchen. Thank you so much to everyone for being here, especially all of you who are up very late, or blue, up very early. So what I'm doing now is I like to, this is not actually made for woks, but it's just a slotted spoon for vegetables, but I love using this in the wok. It's just so good. And what I like to do is when I've got the rice in, I'll use the back of it and push to break up any lumps, like that. But I find it works really well in my wok. Excuse me. I find that it works really well in the wok, and also it doesn't really scratch the surface and lose that non-stick surface that I have. So I'm pretty happy with it. I've had it for years now, and I hope it doesn't break because I absolutely love using it whenever I stir fry or do fried rice. Okay, so I'm going to put in a bunch of seasonings now. So we've got onion powder. Okay, I just realised the picture's back to front. I guess because I'm using the phone from the front. Don't know, I'm such a novice using a phone. Anyway, it's onion powder. Dehydrated and ground down myself. Homegrown onions. Gotta love the smell. I'm just gonna chuck all of it in. A bit of garlic powder, written back to front. Let me get a bit of garlic powder in there. Garlic powder, yeah. Probably really shouldn't put it in traditionally, but we like it, so we're doing it. Black pepper to taste. I need to give that a stir because I can hear it starting to catch. Again, using the back of it just to spread it around and spread in all the ingredients, breaking up lumps. Then, what I'll do is I like to add a bit of chicken stock powder. Just off the shelf chicken stock powder. I think this one's low salt. Everything needs garlic. You're so right. Sorry again if I'm missing a lot of chat. So, totally not measured. Trying to rush this because I need to get it done as soon as I can because we've got stuff to do. Again, mixing that in, scraping the bottom, lifting it off so it doesn't catch, scraping the sides so the sides don't catch, back of the spoon, pushing, breaking all the lumps and mixing all the ingredients in together. Man, I'm rushing so bad, and I think there's more rice going over the side of the wok than actually in the wok itself now. Alright, so we've got those ingredients mixed together. Now the sesame oil. Absolutely love sesame oil. It is so aromatic. Okay, here we go. Now with the sesame oil, I pour it around the sides of the wok so it goes down the sides and heats up as it's going in. And as you can see, I like to add a fair bit. We love the taste and the aroma. And for me, fried rice is just not the same without sesame oil, as far as I'm concerned. Again, scraping the bottom, scraping the sides. Whoops. I just saw that it stuck a little bit, but hey, that's fine. Trying to incorporate all those ingredients together. So this is the basic fried rice that we work with here. And then we add stuff to it depending on who likes what. So the purpose now is essentially heating up the rice to a safe hygienic heating level. Because it's cold rice, it's come from the fridge, I really need to make sure that I bring up the temperature and make sure there's no bacteria and nasties in there. So we're giving it a good old cook in the wok, making sure it doesn't stick. Excuse me, I'm just trying to read the big garlic debate going on in chat. I'll tell you what, it smells really good. Alright, so at this point, I'm just going to check it for seasoning. Just had to grab a spoon. There we go. Oh. Excuse me as I cough. I'm sorry, I went down the wrong way. Seasoning is spot on. It tastes really good. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me, it went the wrong way. G'day, Sue. Sorry, I didn't notice you earlier. Egg. I'll cook the egg separately because what I would normally do is make a big hole in the middle, make a big well, like that, pour the egg in and stir it. It'll mix a little bit with some of the rice, but that's fine. But you make a great big scrambled egg, a firm scrambled egg in the middle, and then chop it up and stir it in. I've got fussy kids that can't stand egg, so I'm going to cook my eggs separate, and the same with the garden peas. I just need to scrape this for a second. Too busy talking and letting it catch on the bottom. I know I've said it already, but it smells so good, everybody. Alright, so, as I said, the main purpose here is to get that rice heated up properly to a safe level where you're not going to poison anyone, getting rid of any chance of bacteria or any nasties hiding in that food from the rice that was cooked the day before. Also, you want to get a little bit of crispiness on the bottom, so it's good that it sticks. Oh, well, Anne, thank you so much. Thank you very much, Anne. Oh, Welcome, by the way, Anne, too. If I've got it correctly, it'd be very early for you over there too, Anne, wouldn't it? Hopefully I'm catching most of the chat. I apologise if I'm missing a lot of you. Alright, so, you know what? Let's call the rice part of it done. That's pretty much heated up, and that's a rice portion. I'll show you the peas. At this point, what I would do, I'd get frozen peas, and I'd put the peas in frozen into the rice, get them to stir around, and then by the time people eat it, it's going to cook the peas nicely. They're going to be nice, bright green, sweet, and just absolutely beautiful in the fried rice. Because I've got kids that don't like peas, I've cooked these slightly separately in a bowl. And me, for instance, I'll just have a big scoop of these and put them into the rice, and I can see there's a bit of not the peas. Sorry, I really need to stir it. It's going to catch. You know what? I forgot the green onions. Well, I didn't forget them because I put them in last anyway. So here we go, is the green onions, or spring onions as we say in Australia. Cut them on an angle so you get a nice long shape. And these green onions are going to cook in the heat of the rice. Give it all a stir. Again, using the back of this thing here just to spread out all the lumps and get everything mixed in well. Now, some of the kids aren't too happy about the spring onions going in, but they can just pick them out. It's when you start having egg and peas and, I don't know, say if you did prawns or shrimp, as other people say overseas, it starts to become a chore picking out too many things. So yeah, those green onions, spring onions, definitely pop them in last, about 2 minutes before you turn it off. And they'll cook nicely. And as you can see, they'll keep their colour nicely and won't overcook at all. For instance, if I was to put them in at the start with the onions, they'd be gone by now. They'd just be a mush, just really tiny strands of brown and green shriveled stuff. Now you notice that I haven't added anything like soy sauce. Again, soy sauce is something that's an option here for different people. I don't personally have it in mine, and we have different grades of soy sauce, thick, thin, dark, light, that sort of thing, and people can choose their own version of soy sauce to go into their fried rice. Alright, so I'll show you the egg as I try and find a pan to cook with. I'm going through the drawers, trying to find, there we go, I'm coming back. So what I'll do, I'll just give this rice one last scrape to get that brown off the bottom. I do apologise to anyone in chat that I've missed. So the rice part is done. As you can see, you've got bacon, onion, green onions. Look at that rice. Look how loose that rice is. Look how loose it is. It's not stuck and stodgy and wet. Veggies, yep. So if you wanted to do, say, carrot and stuff like that, peppers, capsicum, whatever, by all means, you go for it. But this is the basic rice for us that we work from. So I'll just pop that in the background. Get rid of the wok ring. Place that back on there. So now I'll just quickly show you how I do the egg. So normally if it was an egg fried rice and everyone was okay with egg, like I said, make a well in the middle of the rice, push it all aside and make a big scrambled egg in the middle of the wok in between all the rice, and then just chop it up and mix it through. But because there's fussy eaters, we'll do it this way. So I'm just getting a bit of butter, softened butter. Oh, not butter, don't use butter. What am I saying? Wow, being live and doing stuff wrong live. Not good. Don't use butter. Vegetable oil, canola oil, vegetable oil. Get it into the pan. That's a fair bit, okay? But that's fine. If you want to use less by all means. But this method I like to do, and it just goes really well with the fried rice. So now I've got the oil and I'm bringing the oil up. I really want to get the oil really hot. Sorry, I'm trying to scroll back in chat. All right, Jan, good night, Jan. Pretty much, I'm just going to cook some egg now, Jan, and then that's it. And then explain that people can all add the different pieces together. That's it. I have to get running really soon myself anyway. So, just moving the oil around in the pan. But I'm not going to put the egg until it's really hot. I want to start to see some smoke coming off the oil. Good night, Jan. You take care, and thank you so much for being here, Jan. I appreciate you as always. So for anyone that came in late, I've got a dozen eggs here, farm fresh eggs, and I've popped them in with some salt and pepper. And as always, crack your eggs separately, one at a time, and then add it to the bowl. Crack a new one separately, add it to the bowl. That way, if one has gone off, you're not going to ruin. Imagine you get into egg number 12 and you get a really disgusting egg. You've got to throw it out. I've just lost a dozen eggs. And especially with the issues you've been having overseas with eggs and everything, you don't want to be throwing eggs away. So do it one at a time. Brad, how are you, man? Mate, by the time you get here, there'll be none left, trust me. Actually, I've got to put some aside. Wifey's not here, she's down in Melbourne for the day. Thank you so much, Jan. Maple Cooks in the house. Everybody, my favorite cooking channel on YouTube. And as always, I have to say, just a heads up that he's very adult orientated with his language. But Maple Cook is my favorite channel, cooking channel on YouTube. Speaking of Maple Cook, in his videos, he does a lot of like bad lip reading type stuff in his videos. He's just done a compilation video. It's awesome. It's all the clips that he's done all put together in a compilation. You got to check it out. It's hilarious, guys. And Paramount actually copyrighted one of the clips that he used. So you actually have to go into one of his videos to check it out because he couldn't have it in the compilation. Okay, yeah, Suburban Hillbilly, I'm cooking for 9 people and that's going to disappear. I doubt there'll be much left for lunch tomorrow at all. All right, so this is how I do the egg. We've got the oil. I can see the smoke coming off the oil now. Let's get the egg into the oil. See that? See how it's frothing up? That's why I freaked out when I said to use butter. Don't use butter, use oil. And then, see how the egg starts to puff up like that? and then it'll be slightly browned underneath. Alright, just going to cook that a little bit longer. No need to mess with it, just let it sit for a second. And then I'm trying to break off a part to show you. Look at that puffy fried egg. Look at that. So now all I'm doing is keeping it on the heat. I shouldn't be lifting it off the heat all the time, but I want to show you guys getting that egg just to cook nicely in the frying pan. And then that will get chopped up and put into the rice separately because of the fussy people that don't like egg. For anyone that come in late, we've got peas, green peas. I do them separate because we've got kids that don't like peas. But if you were to put peas in your fried rice, get frozen peas, pop them in 2 minutes before you stop cooking, and they'll stay nice and green and sweet and just delicious. Sorry for not reading chat, guys. Alright, let's just flip it over so you can see how it's all, hang on, where are you? So you can see it's all puffy. Look at that, that's just pure egg and salt and pepper. No milk or cream or anything like that, and oil. Use oil, not butter. But look at that egg. How good's that going to be, chopped up, floating around in fried rice? Check out this egg, guys. Can you see that? Look how puffed up it is. Look at that. Yummo. Look at that. All right, so we'll get the flame turned off. And then it's just a matter of, oh, something burning on my gas jet. So it's just simply, sorry, I'm trying to get it all in shot here, and remember to look at the camera. So now just get the egg there and just go chop, 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 without dropping, ow, that was hot. Without dropping things live on a stream in front of people and embarrassing yourself. But I'm just trying to chop a piece out. Oh, you know what? Here we go. Look, can you look at that? That's just, I'm trying to get the light right. Look at that. That's just pure egg with salt and pepper. Look at that. That, whoever wants it, just chops that up and blends it into their rice, as big or small as they want. Pay attention. So there you go. If I bring it all back, we've got beautiful steaming hot fried rice. And look, check out those green onions, the spring onions. Look at that. You put them in last and see how they stay nice and bright and green. Look at the steam coming off that. Look at the rice. Can you see that rice sticking together? No, you can't, because you cook your long grain rice the day before and pop it in the fridge. Look at that. Wow, yes please. Okay, so green peas. Definitely you could do asparagus for sure. That's the beauty of doing things like this. You can add things how you want and make the food how you want it. Just have yourself a base fried rice and then go from there. Alright, so let's get a bowl. So what I do is I get a bowl with some fried rice, pop it in the bowl, like so. Let's get a new spoon. And we'll pop some garden peas. Garden peas like that. Then we've got the egg. Man, trying to do this all one-handed and try to remember that people are looking at me on the camera. You've got that big, puffy egg. That's just egg with salt and pepper and nothing else, cooked in oil. We'll chop it up a little bit. Sorry guys, I'm trying to... Things are sliding around off the bottom of the camera. Sorry if I'm not reading chat again, guys. Thank you so much, everybody. Okay, chop it up. Give it a bit of a stir. And that pretty much is my fried rice. There you go. That's my fried rice, everyone, with egg, peas, bacon and onion. And look at how that rice just falls apart. Look at that. Not sticky at all. So there we go, everybody. I'm pretty much going to call it there. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much to the people that donated to the channel today. That was just incredible. Thank you so much. Yeah, it means a lot. Thank you very much. And thank you to everyone for being here so late in your evenings overseas, so early in your mornings over there. As always, it's great to see you all. I really need to go live more. I'm trying to work up the courage. This was a spur of the moment thing today. Yeah, I guess go check out all my other videos, blah, blah, blah. But look, thank you so much, everyone. Everyone get in the plane and come to my place. I tell you what, guys, if I can get myself overseas one day, I'm going to try my best to actually go to a number of places and cook somewhere and just have meals with a whole bunch of you. It'll be epic. Anyway, and maybe here in Australia with the Aussies too, if I can work up the courage to do it here with the Aussies as well. But anyway, my mouth's watering as I'm talking, everyone. There is my fried rice. Look at that. Egg, peas, bacon, onion, steaming hot. You've got that beautiful sesame oil aroma in there. I've got kids hanging around in the background now waiting to eat their food, laughing at me. Yep, all right, and I've got to get going anyway. So thank you, everybody. I'll see you next time, and I've got to try and work out how to stop this. There's no stop button. How do you stop it? Thank you, everybody. I don't know how to stop my live stream. I might just shut down my phone and see how that goes. You all take care. I appreciate you all, and oh man, I'm so glad I did this. Thanks for being here with me. Bye, everybody. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Yes. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much. You were awesome. Bye.